Welcome to the morning show. Hey, to the morning show, baby. Listen to me, everybody. Good morning. Oh, child. It's Monday. I know. We know. I know. I know. I know. Nobody want to get up for Monday, but we understand Monday starts the week. You know, we just can't wait till Friday come. Yeah. Let's make it make sense, my people. Good morning, everybody. Please. Let's make sure that we be careful on this drive today. For everybody that's on the highway and the byways and the tryway, jumping into the flyways, please be safe in your destination. Like my Uncle Red all over say, baby, there's somebody somewhere out there who loves you, and it's your family, baby. We got to make it make sense, people. Listen to me. The red hot news in our world today. Yes, in our world. It's crazy. All right. Along with this inflation and all the other things that going on in society today, people, listen to me. Please stay focused on the thing that you need to. Watch your pocket. For those who don't understand what Margaret Pill trying to say to you, this world today is a different place than what we knew of just a few years ago. It's totally different. You know, people getting laid off, jobs are cutting hours. It's the real deal. We got to talk about this on the news because I don't want the world to understand, to get it confused, that the world that we living in today is something new. It's not just about getting a job. It's about just trying to maintain and keep the one you have and not getting unemployed. You got that, B-Bay? Welcome to the morning show, my people. But we got to talk about something that some people in society, like Vladimir Putin. Yeah, Putin. Yeah, he did that. What you talking about, Margaret Pill? Yeah, well, we got to talk about the world news today. There's been something that actually been coming across the screen in the whole world today. I want to share something to you because I watched a documentary yesterday and I was like, man, what is this? And then one of my viewers sent me some information also that really made me deep dive into it. But I want to present this to y'all on this live today. And listen to me. It just should take. But Vladimir Putin, he discovered, he came out, not discovered, but he put some things on online, baby, to make you pay attention to what we thought we knew and what we didn't know, whether it's true or not. I just want to show you these artifacts and these paintings of the image of their Jesus. Now listen to me, of Jesus Christ. Okay, this is what they're saying. This is what it is. And they had brought some people in to actually verify that this is original painting, designs, artwork. It is original, never been tampered with. It is from those olden days. Okay. Now, what I want to show you, my people, is what the world, like Putin say, been hiding from us. Baby, it's just a tape. It is what it is. Some gonna believe, some don't. You know what I mean? But interesting. Let's go. You feel me? Pay attention what we see on the screen, people. I got to make it make sense. Hey, got to do my homework. And everything that comes up that makes sense in society today, we're going to talk about it. May don't make sense to some people, make sense to some other people. But here's the deal. This show is designed to bring it to everybody's attention. For those who believe and don't believe, this is what they're saying. I want to show you something and let you just get your own take on it. Right, wrong, and indifferent. But this is what it is in society today. And many people say, oh, Putin let this situation out about the black Jesus. He put this out there because, you know, he's trying to like stir up this and that. No. Whether he or not, I mean, that doesn't really matter in society. These paintings was painted a long time ago, and now they're revealing this. And what's interesting about this being a black Jesus is that they actually wear this on their uniforms over there for some time. So it's not that this is just all of a sudden just came out of the blue. All of a sudden today, they're actually owning it and putting it all the way out and open up a museum so you can actually see the artwork of the original Jews. Now, listen, people, this is what it is. This is what they say. Listen, I'm giving my take, doing my thing because I got to do it. And if you believe, cool. You don't, I understand too. But I got to bring this information to you because it's the Red Hot News, baby. Hey, welcome to the morning show. And this is what we're going to do. We talk about any and everything that makes sense in society, something that's new that comes up, that actually was different from then. We're going to share a light on it. Let's go. Brace yourself, people. This is what we are doing in society today to make it all make sense. Let's go. People got to make it make sense and is right now, baby. I see what we doing, baby. I see what we doing, huh? Oh no. Let's go, baby. All of a sudden, we got some issues. Interesting. Well, we're gonna get back to that. Let's go ahead. You see what's on your screen, baby? We got to make it make sense. Now, now what we doing? Why it ain't this? Why it ain't that? I got the I gotta bring it
by a deadly 7.
We're gonna come back to that. Now listen to me, my people. I'm gonna bring that video back. We're gonna see why it ain't working. We're gonna get it to work. I want to show you some information. But for those who don't know, there was an earthquake in Taiwan. And the reason why I'm bringing up Taiwan over there, because there's a reason why I'm saying it. And I'm gonna let you watch this first so you can understand what's going on. Because you know, this is the allies, the people that we protect over there in the US for a lot of other different reasons, like the chips in our phones and stuff like that. But they had a mega earthquake, a 7.4 magnitude that rocks Taiwan in the East Coast. Take a look at it.
7.4 magnitude earthquake. It's the most powerful earthquake to hit the island nation in 25 years. Here's what we know right now. Rescue efforts are underway. More than 24 buildings have collapsed and people are trapped. The epicenter of the quake located just south of the tourist city of Hualien. There are already powerful aftershocks, and more are expected over the next several days, possibly reaching a 7.0 magnitude. Whoa, just look at this dash cam video. It was recorded as the earthquake hit.
Now, this is in Taiwan, my people. We got to make it make sense. Let's go.
Those cars and buses shaking violently.
Wow. Take a look at this.
Very scary. The earthquake also triggering landslides. And at this hour, at least 7 people are dead, with dozens more injured. Wow. Those numbers are expected to rise. Let's get the latest from CNN's Hanako Montgomery. She is live from Tokyo for us. Hanako, good morning to you. Do you have a handle yet on how much destruction this earthquake has caused and what are the possible ripple effects?
Yeah, Casey, good morning. Really powerful earthquakes felt in Taiwan this morning, and really just shocking footage. But in terms of what we know about the effect of this earthquake and the shocking aftershocks, we've seen 7 deaths and at least 700 people injured. We're also hearing reports about 77 people trapped in some of these tunnels in Taiwan. Now, we have to note that the epicenter of this earthquake was in Hualien County, which was located on the eastern side of the island. Hualien County is a really popular tourist destination. It's also a rural area, and coincidentally, it's where most of Taiwan's earthquakes take place. But because it was very close to the epicenter, we're actually seeing most of the damage happen in Hualien County. Actually, of the 7 who died, all of them were killed in, again, Hualien County. 3 of them were actually hiking in this very popular spot called Taroko Gorge. So in terms of the people trapped still in the tunnel, again, 77 people are still trapped. We're hearing reports that some of the people trapped include foreign nationals, 2 Germans and 2 Canadians. So authorities are desperately trying to get those people out and to safety.
Can y'all imagine that? You just sitting at your job, at home, and things that just start shaking. A 7.4 magnitude is huge, y'all. That is big.
Now, in terms of the damage that we're seeing across the island, we're seeing more than 100 buildings damaged or destroyed, including 7 hospitals in Taipei, the capital.
Take a look at that building, y'all. That's crazy. But the reason why I'm showing you this, because we have people over there in the waters. For those who don't pay attention to the world news versus your local news, I want to make this make sense why I'm showing Taiwan. Because we got our Marines, our submarines, and we got a lot of ships in the water over there to protect Taiwan for invasion from China. For those who don't know, but these people got an earthquake right now, so now they got to worry about this here that's going on while our people is over there trying to protect them, so that where China don't overthrow them. Now we got to make it make sense. Now, my Uncle Red Pill, these people is gonna go through this. Now I want to know how this is going to affect us over here, because we get a lot of things from Taiwan. Like I say, a lot of technology that we use. So this will slow some things down that's already slow in our world, because we are operating underneath them, because we outsourced all our all our factories, all the technology and stuff like that over there, so we can bring it in. For whatever reason it is, we're going to pay for it today. But I want you to know that one of our main sources that we're protecting over there in the Red Sea is actually going through this here. And we didn't have an earthquake over here ourselves, people. And I will show you that too. Now, I just want to make this make sense so you can understand why I'm connecting the two. Because if we got that going on, you got this going on, this world is in chaos, people. This is true. So we got to figure out why. Is this coincidental? Let's go.
We're also hearing that more than 91,000 homes were without power.
91,000 homes, people.
Some of these roads were also partially destroyed, which was affecting some of the rescue efforts. Now, in terms of just how people are trying to help those who are still stuck underneath some of the rubble, stuck in those tunnels, the Taiwanese Defense Ministry has dispatched military personnel, and they're working with local authorities and trying to secure those people. Wow. And this is very common protocol when you see a natural disaster of this magnitude, Casey.
All right, Hanako Montgomery for us live in Tokyo. Hanako, thank you very much for that. I'm sure we'll bring any new reporting as soon as we have that.
Now, listen to me, people. I want to show you that because that's our allies. We're protecting them. We're actually giving them missiles. We're giving them stuff to prepare themselves for war, along with Ukraine. Right, wrong, and indifferent. But I want you to know what's going on the ground. Everybody have hashtag what it is, BB CNN News. So when you make the news, it's a real deal, you know. So we got some other things that we need to talk about. But what I really want to do is make sure we can get the video playing, because this is shocking to me information, people. And let's see if we can give it a go. This go. Yeah, right. You see, baby. Take a look at that. For some apparent reason, baby, it don't want to work. Now, why is that, my people? Listen to me. We're going to make sure we're going to come back to that. Let's go. We will get that rocking. Because what Russia has done, they have put this in front of the whole world today to let us see what this is, what their beliefs are, and how they're operating. They're saying that the world has been lying to us. Now, right, wrong, and indifferent? I don't know. But here's the deal. We're going to pay attention to everything that comes out, because we know there's been a lot of secrets in society today among all cultures and races and gender. And one of the biggest ones is with us. Let's be honest with it, people. Let's go, baby. But we gonna get back to that. Margaret Bay gonna get that work, and I promise you, baby. Let's go.
This is CBS 2 News at 8.
And right now, an earthquake shakes the Northeast, and we are still feeling aftershocks. The damage.
Did you hear it? Earthquake shocks the East. What you talking about? CBS News, New York. Yes. For those who don't know, my people, we had an earthquake over here that was a nice one too, people. And I'm going to show you the damages. Listen to me, people. The world is in chaos. You see? Literally, the world is shaking in Taiwan. We're shaking over here. And they haven't had nothing big like this in a long time. Let's go.
Near the epicenter in New Jersey, and the cleanup efforts happening right now. And this.
I'm just sitting there waiting for the doctor, and I just kind of felt a boo, 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 boo.
People are sharing their stories, many for the first time feeling the ground beneath them shake. Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois. This 4.8 magnitude quake that hit this morning was one of the largest on the East Coast in the last century. And in just the past few hours, aftershocks were reported across our area. The quake is being blamed for everything from cracks in pavement to water main breaks and more. Tonight, we have live team coverage of the impact and cleanup efforts. In Newark tonight, more than 24 people are out of their homes because of the quake. Authorities say their buildings are compromised. CBS 2's Lori Bordenaro live in Newark with the very latest. Lori.
And Maurice, that earthquake shook these 3 homes behind me. You can see here the extensive damage to the roofs, which are now torn apart. The residents who live here are now making arrangements to sleep elsewhere tonight. Some of them still shaken.
Because that's why very hard. This is my first time I feel that.
Karina Cruz jolted out of bed by an unexpected earthquake. When she ran outside, her home on 7th Street in Newark had shifted. The roof now damaged.
Many different people coming and say that we're supposed to go outside because it was not safe, the house.
The 2 multifamily homes next door also deemed unsafe after authorities say the foundations may have shifted from the earthquake. Building inspectors marking the 3 homes with red stickers. Paul Carey forced to leave with his 2 cats.
I heard this rumbling a little bit, but I figured it was on the outside. I figured something happened on the outside.
25 adults and 3 children now searching for a place to sleep with the assistance of homeless outreach services.
Now listen to me, my people. For those who don't know, that is over here. That is New York. Newark, New Jersey, to be honest with you. But they all the same. It's like the bridge that connects us over here to the West Bank. It's just only one bridge. You see what I'm saying? But I want you to see that Taiwan had their earthquake, and now we have a earthquake of this magnitude that we haven't had in I'm just saying, a very long time. So now this just can be a coincidence that we're just getting these earthquakes, or it could be something different. I don't know. I'm just saying, you see? But let's make it make sense. That's why people are so shocked and messed up, because they're not used to this like that on that level. So hashtag CBS News, people. Let's make it make sense.
Services.
I live here like for almost 10 years already, you know, and I feel nothing. I don't feel any work in New Jersey yet, you know. Only this one, very, very hard. I feel like I'm shaking, like, you know.
Neighbor Israel Yambo felt an earthquake in Puerto Rico a few years ago, but never expected one in New Jersey.
And a lot of people are shocked though, y'all. So like I say, Taiwan had theirs about a few days before that one, and now we got one here. Is it connected? I don't know. We don't know. But my point is, we having these earthquakes now, right? We at war now. Yeah, that's true too. Yep. Iran is basically threatening us too. So if you don't know, Margaret Pill informing you about the thing that's not just over here, the outside world that actually going to probably cause a problem in the future for our world, our existing world over here in the Western brain cells, people. We got some stuff we involved in. Let's go.
That one is 6.3. This one is 4 something, but almost the same. And then you hear like noise, like boom.
A sound that rattled nerves across the tri-state and beyond.
I thought it was an airplane. I thought I was going to die.
And thankfully, no injuries here. But again, it's not clear when or if these residents will be able to return home. We're live in Newark. Lori Bordenero, CBS 2 News.
Now listen to me, my people. I want to say something to y'all. Like Margaret Raven want to say something to you. And we're going to finish that video too. Now listen to me. The reason why I say the Redd Hot Newz in our world today, our world is crazy. So now we just had the bridge in Baltimore, and now they recovered all those bodies, which I will show you that in a minute also. But the point I'm trying to make to y'all is, take a look at our world. You see, things are happening everywhere. Listen, I got some disturbing videos I'm going to show also. This news today is going to break this down. I want you to see the world that we're living in. It's not a peaceful place on no level. You see, we got people that's actually coming out with historical facts about the well-beings of us as people. Right, wrong, and indifferent, whether you believe or not, that's cool too, right? But I want to show that what Russia said, and now you got Taiwan with an earthquake, and now you got Newark, New Jersey with an earthquake. I'm just saying, y'all. And you got bridges getting hit by ships that blinking out, losing energy, losing power, and collapse that bridge. So those people today in society is out of work too. A lot of those people trying to figure out what they're going to do, because that bridge was like the #1 source to getting from one side to the other. You see, I hope y'all understand what Margaret Pill talking about, baby. It's chaos in the world, let alone giving weapons to Ukraine, right? And listen to me. They're not trying to pass those bills over there, right, against Russia, you see. And then we got Israel going into Gaza with that war, and we are supplying these people with ammunition and weapons. You see? Rockets. They're not talking about this like this, but this is happening every day. People are getting bombed every day. This world we living in today, listen to me, people. It's not a peaceful place. This is disturbed. This is the power structure. You see? But the chaos that's happening in our world. You know, they had somebody that came up to me and said, Uncle Red Pill, do you think that shit was terrorist? I said, huh? You think so? Let me just tell y'all right now, people. I wouldn't put nothing past nothing in today's time. Like I always say, baby, nobody in their right mind thought that we would ever face a pandemic. So if that's possible, anything else is possible. You see? Listen to me, people. I want you to start processing the things in our world. You see? It ain't just like it's just happening. No, 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 no. It's not just happening. It's making a lot of sense. You see? We got to make it make sense, people. You hear me, baby? Got to make it make sense. Let's go. Crazy.
Quake was centered in Reddington, New Jersey, which is right along the Ramapo fault line. CBS 2's Christine Sloan spoke with people who felt the strongest tremors.
The earthquake with the epicenter here in Reddington, New Jersey, and an aftershock just 20 minutes from where we're standing, rattling a lot of nerves across New Jersey.
I was standing at the kitchen sink, and I was on the phone, and it sounded like 10 freight trains going at the same time. And I heard, it felt like the house jumped. And then I thought, what was that? And then it started to shake.
Residents in Reddington and across New Jersey feeling the earth shake just after 10:30 Friday morning.
Take a look at that, y'all.
It was almost like a big truck was going by, and we felt a rumble, and the house started shaking. But then the rumbling, after about a few seconds, got more intense.
This father having to explain to his daughter what felt like something moving his home.
These things happen, and that everybody's safe, and it's okay, and it's all part of, you know, what Earth is doing. It shifts once in a while, and things move.
Something is actually happening.
A store owner in Bernardsville shaken by the 4.8 earthquake during her Instagram live stream. In Reddington, the epicenter of the quake, a tree crashing down on Roosevelt Road right after the jolt, and emergency crews responding to dozens of gas leaks. And a little after 6 o'clock Friday night, as we were wrapping up our live shot, the earth shaking again. There it was, an aftershock, and we were standing right here on the road in Reddington and just...
You see how all this stuff is happening, though, in our world? Listen to me, people. I know a lot of people in society today don't believe in God. I understand, people. But I just need you to understand, collectively, this world is falling right now. Things are happening that's not normal. And it's starting to become a new normalcy. So my question to y'all in society today is the world changing its course for eternity? Listen to me, people. We're living in those days. You got that? Let's go.
Lorenzo, thank you so much for joining us. She was just right next to us in the store, which is 258 Main. What did you hear?
I was doing my client's hair, and all of a sudden I felt that rumble again. It wasn't as bad as that first rumble, but it was definitely an aftershock.
Most of the damage in the township at this historical site, the upper portion of the grist mill built in 1760 collapsing.
This property was very important to the American Revolution. We recently secured some grants to clean up and restore this property in anticipation of the 250-year anniversary of the country. That work was completed. Now we're going to have to shift gears.
There have been no reports of injuries, but this earthquake, the strongest this area has felt in years. In Reddington, New Jersey, Christine Sloan, CBS 2 News.
And people across the city could feel the rumble of the ground. CBS 2's Dave Carlin spoke with people about what it was like.
Here in Manhattan, when the ground started to shake, some might compare it to the vibration felt here.
I was home on 57th Street. I thought it was a truck from outside.
When did you realize it was an earthquake? When did you know that?
When I got the alert.
I was just sitting there waiting for the doctor, and I just kind of felt a boom, 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 boom.
I was in the chair getting a haircut. All of a sudden, I feel the ground shaking. I thought it was the train. I had one like 10 years ago, a minor one.
Well, how did this one feel compared to that?
This one was much stronger.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. Everything is more significant, more stronger. Everything today's time is more, it's just more of. You see? This is not expected, But everything society, I'm trying to get you to open up your mind. You need to be expected. If you think it's not possible, I need you to put possibility in that situation from now on. This is the world we're living in. Then things are going to keep on happening, just like the migrants, right? This is the new world, right? So it's shaping itself. Listen to me. Whether you believe it or not, you don't have to believe what Margaret Red Pill said. But if you're just thinking all this stuff is coincidentally just happening in a time where we're facing war, in a time we're facing a depression, people losing their jobs, getting laid off, inflation, trucking companies hurting, housing market is hurting. The average interest rate today, with great credit, listen to me, my people, it's almost 6%. Are you listening? Back about 4 or 5 years ago, you can get these homes for what? 2.9. Now we up at almost 6%. Everything's double, right? The new middle class is 100 grand today, 97,000 some change. This is moving the world and shaping the world to become the new way. You see? So which means a lot. There won't be no middle. They're going to eliminate the middle. You either going to be strictly poor, right? Listen to me, right? Crime will go up. Prepare yourself, okay? Or you got the money. But that middle game, you're still going to struggle. 70% of the people today live in paycheck to paycheck. Listen, even people who make 6 figures. So I don't want you to think that it's just people with low income jobs. No. People who get the bag gonna have to keep getting the bag because 50,000 now is 100,000. You see, you got that, and now that is your new middle class, which ain't no middle class. You got that? Let's go.
My girlfriend woke me up. She asked me what was happening. I felt the bed shaking. So I was like, oh, it's probably an earthquake. And then I just went right back to sleep. It's my day off, so I needed to sleep.
I just felt everything swaying, and that it was very unusual. I went back to work. I thought the train, because
just all this stuff today is all unusual. Pay attention, people. We are living in those days, whether you believe it or not.
And when I looked at my phone, I thought the trains were not going to be running, because I thought when I saw it was an actual earthquake, I'm like, oh God, the trains are going to be an issue, and it wasn't. And everybody was doing their thing.
Everyone said, did you feel it? Did you feel it? Did you feel it? I felt everything. I felt like the building was going to come down, and I was not a ripple, nothing. There was an earthquake in Queens a few years ago, and I felt that. I was in my kitchen, and I felt it was tiny. And I didn't feel this one.
Not feeling the earthquake at all? Some call that a good thing. Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
And our team coverage of the quake continues in our next half hour. You can also find updates anytime at cbsnewyork.com.
Listen to me, my people. I don't know if we're ready for what's coming. Listen, you heard it from me first. I'm telling you now. We ain't ready. We not ready, people. We're going to need a lot of prayers, people. We're going to need a lot of prayers. Because I'm telling you right now, the world is shaping itself and forming itself to a new way of life. And a lot of people with their old mentality and the old way of life, they will fall. Individual in this society today and not collectively working together, you crash. Promise you. Money ain't money no more. Right? You know what's so crazy? We had a big old crawfish ball. We went down there to go get some propane and fill up the propane tanks. Just normal thing we do. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, we got a lot of crawfish. We got 4 sacks, turkey necks, just a whole lot of stuff going on. How we do it in the pool, Welcome to the morning show. But when we went to fill up the propane tanks, those propane tanks was costing like $2 before. $2 and some change to fill up. Now, almost $5. You see? Everything didn't double. $100 a day equivalent to $50. You see? This is our new world, people. Brace yourself, prepare yourself, stop spinning like you have it, baby. Because I can assure you, baby, the world is changing. And it's changing fast. Let's go.
News coming to us right now from Baltimore, Maryland. And this is what we know. I want to put up this.
And this is the bridge, because they actually recovered those bodies of the people that fell in the water when the bridge got hit by the ship that lost power. They did have a Mayday call, right? But at the same token, though, let's just see what we got.
Tweet here from my colleague at Live Now, Josh Breslow. Update, Mayor Brandon Scott says the body of the third Key Bridge victim has been recovered. Scott says this evening the unified...
And my condolences go out to their families, because those people just working, trying to make a livelihood in a society today that, hey, baby, it's hard to do. You got me? Let's go.
Command announced that divers were able to bring Maynor Yasser Swazo Sandoval, one of the remaining missing workers, home to his family. And so this is a very just tragic update here. But we know a little bit more. Dive teams have recovered the body of a third victim there in the bridge collapse. Officials say the body of 38-year-old Maynor Yasser Swazo Sandoval was recovered around 10:30 this morning. The two construction workers who were recovered last week had been identified, remember, as 35-year-old Alejandro Hernandez Fuentes of Baltimore and 26-year-old Dorleon Ronial Castillo Cabrera of Dundalk. Their bodies were found inside of a red pickup truck submerged about 25 feet deep in the water in the middle of the Patapsco River. So Unified Command salvage dive teams located what they believe to be the missing construction worker as well, and notified the Maryland Department of State Police.
Sorry to hear that.
Dive teams from the Maryland State Police Underwater Recovery Team and other law enforcement partners then recovered Swazo Sandoval as well. And you can see...
Take a look at that bridge, y'all. That bridge just fell apart like Legos, people. It got hit on one pilot and it collapsed the whole bridge, right? So now those people who use this bridge on a daily basis, trying to find another way to get across. Some people, livelihoods is going to be, a lot of people livelihoods, for me doing my own work, is affected by this. You see? So now that stream, that is not open like that. So now the goods coming in slow, but the barges, everything you think about today, it is possible. So I need you to put it in your mindset. There's nothing impossible today. The things that we knew to be true, we're starting to find out they wasn't. It's the world we live in, people. But now everything collectively is falling. Now, why is that? Just ask yourself a question, people.
We've been showing you these scenes all throughout the course of what now, a week and a half. Sometimes the weather is very inclement, very choppy, very dangerous for these divers who have been working around the clock to look for these missing individuals, of course, who were long ago presumed dead in the wake of the bridge collapse. They were working on the bridge, filling potholes at the time of the collision with the MV Dolly into the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And I have to add, remember, 3 more bodies still remain unaccounted for. The third body found just this morning. And so we send our thoughts and our condolences there to the victim's family and friends. Hopefully, this tragic update offers some semblance of closure today.
But just think about the people, livelihood people. Just think about it. You see? There's nothing they could have done about this. This is their new reality. You see? Just think about it. If you was working on the other side, and now you have to deal with this, and this is going to take a while, because they got to cut up each piece of metal and get it out the way. Cause, and I'm happy that they finally, recovered the last body that was missing, but they couldn't really do too much because the weather was bad. That water was like 40-something, 48 degrees. Diving. You see? You can't sit in that water alone at all. So that made this situation in his search become a long, drawn-out process.
Coming on the very day President Joe Biden toured the collapse site and scene there as well.
Crazy.
Many reporters were on the scene for that, including Fox's Rebecca Castor. We want to get her report, her summary on the president's trip there to Baltimore today.
As crews work to clear the tons of debris from last week's bridge collapse, President Biden is renewing his support for the city of Baltimore.
Your nation has your back, and I mean it. Your nation has your back.
President Biden doubling down on his commitment for the federal government to spend whatever it takes to reopen the Port of Baltimore. On Friday, he toured the site of that deadly bridge collapse and later met with the relatives of 6 construction workers who died.
I know a little bit about what it's like to lose a piece of your soul, to get that phone call in the middle of the night, say family members of God, I've been there.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed last Tuesday after a cargo ship struck one of the support beams. The president is now urging Congress to quickly authorize federal funds to rebuild the structure, which some experts estimate could cost at least $2 billion.
$2 billion. In a struggling economy. You know, if the government puts money out, they always got to find a way to get it back in. Ain't nothing in life free, people. Your idea today ain't even free. Make it make sense.
No matter anyone's affiliation, public, private, federal, state, local, Democrat, Republican, we are all one team here.
For now, most operations at the port are still shut down, and officials say that's costing millions in lost revenue every day and upending the supply chain. The Army Corps of Engineers expects to open a limited access channel to allow larger cargo ships to flow in and out by the end of April. The legal fallout, though, could last years.
A lot of parties are going to want to.
And which is good, because he's not about now it's open, so they're actually getting stuff in. This is great. People can start for those on the water and the rivers who actually work at the ports. Those people can get back to work and not be, stressed out by losing their job because of what's going on.
Present claims and make sure someone that knows what they're doing gets a hold of your case.
In a federal court filing, the ship's owner and operator denied fault and asked that any liability be capped at $43 million. In Baltimore County, Maryland, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
So listen, I want to show y'all that. We ain't got to watch the whole thing. But that's a blessing within itself that they recovered the bodies. Rest in peace to all those people, family members who was actually just working, trying to make a living and lose their life that way. But that's a crazy situation too, because I don't remember the last time I ever seen the bridge fall apart like that or get hit from one end and collapse the whole bridge on the other end. Just a different situation. Everything today seems so different and just like so dramatic and just so much of everything. We are preparing for those days. We are living in those days, my people. You see? I need you to understand that, B. We got to make it make sense. We are living in those days. No, but let's continue. Let's keep it going. We got to make it make sense. I want to show you what's going on in our world today, people. But that's a blessing that we recover all the bodies out the water. I know that's sad news still, but at the end of the day, at least we're making progress so people can actually come to some kind of closure with their family members and actually taking them and dealing with all the, the stuff that comes with someone, passing away. Sorry to hear that.
News with Jose Diaz-Balart.
Good evening. It was a terrifying scene at a Miami area nightclub.
Now, listen to me. For those who never heard about this here, they don't be showing us everything that goes on in the news. That's why we got to pay attention to the world news, because that prepares you to let you know what's coming your way. We ain't that far away. Just like the wind blow over there in Taiwan and the viruses in China came over, same difference. We're not that far away, people. You better start paying attention to what's really going on outside the world versus the narrative that we push in our Western brain cells. Let's go.
An altercation led to gunfire, which then turned into a full-on shootout with police.
This happened at a Miami nightclub. Do you hear me? Everything going down.
Innocent bystanders caught in the crossfire. When the bullets stopped, 2 people were dead. 7 were injured. Victims treated on the sidewalk outside the club.
Wow.
Others rushed to the hospital, including 1 police officer. There are now 2 investigations, a homicide investigation into the shooting that started it all, and an investigation into the officer-involved shooting. Marisa Parra starts us off from Doral, just outside Miami. I want to warn you, some of the images in this story are disturbing.
Deadly chaos at 3:30 in the morning inside a Miami area nightclub, spilling onto the streets.
Shots fired at City Place Doral.
9 people shot inside, 2 of them killed, including the bar's security guard.
You start hitting shots, and it wasn't one, it was one after another, after another, after another.
Peter Jordan was among those enjoying Doral's Martini Bar, known for its nightlife and one of the few places in the area open till 4 a.m. But this, just 30 minutes before closing.
4 to 5 people shot plus an officer.
Police say it started with an altercation.
The security guard that was working
intervened, and that's when the subject produced a firearm and shot and killed the security guard.
Oh, man. Rest in peace. Listen to me, my people. This is it. This is it. Everything you think about that's possible, that normally be common in third world countries, is happening today over here. Yes, everything. Earthquakes, all that is happening right now. Right now. It's going down.
Authorities say 2 Doral police officers then jumped in, exchanging gunfire with the shooter, killing him. One of those officers also catching a bullet in his lower extremity.
One of the officers, the one who was struck with 4 years of service, applied a tourniquet on himself immediately after being struck.
6 bystanders, 5 men and a woman, according to police, were shot in the crossfire.
You start thinking right after, right? When you're in the floor, you start thinking, is this going to be the end? I'm going to die here.
Victims appearing to be treated outside, captured on this graphic video. The injured rushed to area hospitals, one of them in critical condition.
You think that it's never going to happen to you in a night where you're having fun, right?
I don't want nobody to ever think it ain't going to happen to them. Well, there's frustration, misery, right? There's going to be drama and chaos. This world is not at a peaceful place. So anything that you think that's possible that can happen, it's liable to happen. So I need y'all to keep your head on a swivel, people. This is the world we live in. Hashtag Miami, people. Let's go. Another mass shooting.
2 feet away. I could be there right now.
Marisa Parra joins me now from near the scene of the shooting of the 6 bystanders shot. Marisa, do we know if any were hit by a gunfire from the police?
Jose, it's an important question that many people are asking, and police are saying they don't yet have the answer. And to find out will require a forensic investigation, which authorities say will take time. Jose?
Marisa Parra in Doral, thank you. And now to the...
Now listen to me, people. That happened in Miami too. You see? We got that going on in Miami, people. We got it going on. I just gonna keep it real with you. But what I want to show you is what I was trying to show you, and all of a sudden that video was acting a little crazy, baby. But don't worry about it. We're going to come with this. Brace yourself.
Ukraine-Russia war drags on. Russian President Vladimir Putin has decided to move one of Russia's holiest icons from a museum to a Moscow cathedral. This arises a debate around Putin's growing reliance on the church. More on this in our next report.
Emphasizing on the importance of the holy icon, Putin ordered Andrei Rublev's Trinity be transferred to the Russian Orthodox Church from Moscow's Tretyakov Gallery for a year. The relocation of Russia's most well-known icon highlights how closely the war has intertwined politics and...
Pay attention to those pictures, y'all. Russia just put that up, people. We got to make it make sense. You see?
Religion. Trinity is a 15th century artwork which is all set to take its place in the Cathedral of Christ the Savior. The icon depicts the Oak of Mamre, where the...
Do you see it? Russia had put this up, letting the whole world know this is how they look at it. This is from their point of view. Now, my people, hashtag Jesus Christ is black. Baby, let's go. We got to make it make sense. Let's go, my people.
3 angels visited Abraham in the book of Genesis.
Троица – это главный памятник русской культуры. Нечто подобное у нас вот есть за спиной, только в другой стороне. Это соборы Московского Кремля. Ничего подобного у нас нет. Троице более 600 столетий. Никто не знает ее точной даты. Никто, опять же, не знает, точно ли.
The researchers of the Russian Orthodox Church are arguing that this transfer of icons is a political move on behalf of Putin.
Now they're saying it's a political move based on Putin. Okay? All right? Not that it's just true, right? But he got all these artifacts, these paintings, and they have all been tested and verified that they are original. You see? Let's go.
He wants to keep the church on his side in this war by showing his respect to the religious institution. The West claims that Putin is framing the war as a battle for the survival of Russia, to which the researchers further demand that he needs to prove that the war is not his personal military activity, but that there is a higher metaphysical mission
Look at those books. Look at this, y'all.
in Russia that he is trying to fulfill. In the past, several
Take a look at it. All those paintings, they're black.
Russian propagandists have used Christian symbolism about fighting the devil. They have even used antichrist symbols to rally support for a war that has gone on much longer than the expectations. The West says that it just wants to help Ukraine defeat Russia on the battlefield.
Wow.
But not at the cost of destroying Russia. On the other hand, Patriarch Kirill of Moscow, who is a close ally of Putin's, is portraying the war as a metaphysical battle for Russia's survival. Survival against the evil and decadent West seeking to
Do you see this? Take a look at those pictures, y'all.
destroy Russia. There is unease at the sway of the church and concern about possible damage to the fragile icon. Concerns have surfaced about the conditions the icon would be kept in attend to it. A Russian art historian who has spoken.
Look at this. They put this up all over. Everywhere. Putin is saying that we have been lied to. Baby! And the fact that they're putting this up on all their walls in the museum and going against the narrative that society pushes, but just over here in the Western brain cells. You see, is it true? Is it false? Whatever it is, they believe that it is what it is.
Out against the transfer.
Музеи устроены все условия, прежде всего климатические, таким образом, что там все экспонаты в полной безопасности. То есть там им устроено, вы знаете, максимальная
Vatican ordered the transfer of the Trinity to Moscow. See?
среда, когда вот больной, например,
The historian taunted how the Russian leaders over centuries have turned to icons in tough situations with the hope of victory.
So basically they pray. This is their Jesus. This is their God. They're praying to this. Are y'all listening to me? Do you see what I see on the screen? Yes. This is what's happening in Russia. So when it comes to hard times, right, they show this. They go to this. This is the thing that they've been doing. Now they're just exposing it. You see?
церкви сейчас совершенно новый уровень авторитета, и если церковь о чем-то просит, скорее всего, что ей не могут отказать, потому что после 24 февраля у нас настолько все поменялось, да, и сейчас у нас абсолютно новое.
Look, policies between the state and the church. Oh, he's cutting up over their people. So do you believe it? Do you believe that Jesus Christ was black? Or do you just think that Putin just putting this out all of a sudden, even though they had this on their military uniforms, even though they go to this image and pray to? You see? Hashtag Central. What you say, baby? Yes. You see? Listen to me, my people, for those who believe in the Bible. And for those who don't, I understand. I'm not here to knock you or do anything to make you feel. If you don't believe, you don't believe, but that's cool for those who do believe. But the Bible also says that the first will become last and the last will become first. You see, are we living in those times where things are just happening all over across the globe? For this information, for Putin to even put this out here at this time, it could be a political game, right? Against the West. Not knocking that. But does that make it not true? That's the point. Because we know that the paintings and everything is original. So we know that that is 100% what it is. But do we know if it's really what it is? You see?
согласованная политика государства и церкви.
Even though the Russian historians are opposing this transfer order, the church seems to be in support of it.
The church seems to be in support of it. Listen to me, people, right? Whether you believe it or disagree or whatever, that's up to you, baby. But the church and the people over there believe that Jesus Christ is black. You got that? You see? And they got proof. They're showing the whole world. Now, why did Putin wait so long to do this? Well, my people, I've been telling y'all for a minute that war is coming. And so the best way to do that is to expose the lies that they believe that they've been telling us over here in America. Right, wrong, and indifferent. I don't really care about none of that. I'm just showing you, right, what people believe in today. This here is what they've been believing in, not just today, right, but it's showing it all today. He's making a movement to change it and go against it, and the church and the religion over there is in agreement with the images of Jesus Christ being black. Can you believe that? I'm scared. You know, I'm just saying. Hashtag Expose the Culture 2024. People, we are living in those days, right? For anybody in America, across the whole world, to show Jesus Christ as a black man, I don't care what you say. What are we doing? It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of this. It takes a lot of exposure. It takes a lot of guts. It takes the narrative that's been pushed in Christianity to question. Even the description in the Bible, people, right? That wasn't the description that we knew of what God looked like. You got that? You see that? Now, these descriptions, based on the Bible, they look the same. I'm just saying. We got to make it make sense. Let's go.
The church has said that the required controls will be provided at the Moscow Cathedral. Tretyakov.
What happened? Pay attention. Putin wants to keep church on his side in the war. In this war. You got that? They are preparing for war. You got that? You know why people do this? Because they see the end is coming near. You got that? They are preparing themselves to go to war. What China and Russia, listen to me, people. They are not selling us this over here like that. We so busy caught up in the ditties and all this craziness that's going on, homophobic behavior in society today. But I need my people right here, American citizens, to start paying attention to the big prize, the big picture. Because here's the deal. It's not about winning the battle. I want to win the war. And those people over here is playing chess, not checkers. They're showing all their hand, and they don't care no more. And when we get to a state of mind where we don't care no more, then we know they're going to have to be some consequences and repercussions. And they are ready. And the churches is supporting him. Just saying, people. Listen, believe it or not, that's up to you. Okay? We got to make it make sense. What you saying, Central BB? Showing Jesus as a black man is a white in a white country means everything. You see? See, Putin already know what this is and how this looks like, right? But the fact that the world it's time for you to see this, right? I want you to wait a minute, hold up, people. We got to make this shit make sense. I need you to process what I'm telling you today. There's nobody in America today on this side ever thought that we would actually see this image, and not just that image of Jesus being black, but people who actually believe that to their core. They wear it on their clothes, the image. That's who they go to through hard times. So they're going to Jesus Christ, right? Made in a dark image, right? For answers for this war. Because they're prepared to go to war. And they're not telling people what it is. So our times over here is not going to get better no time soon. I need you to make this shit make sense and start paying attention to what's going on. History is being exposed right in front of you. Whether you believe it or not, it don't really matter. What they say his description is, hair like wool and all that stuff. Skin tone. Yeah. What? That look more like the description that's in your Bible. Yes, it does. Baby, welcome to the morning show. So you ain't got to be ready. I'm telling you, there's a new day, right? To even show this across the whole world, to let the world know that they already know that we have been lying. This is what they feel. This is what they believe. Not just the day. I don't want you to think the day. They've been this way. They're just exposing it all now. Because listen to me. Like the Bible say, the first going to become last and the last going to become first. Don't you think we're living in those days? Let me get it straight. We got earthquakes across the world. We got earthquakes over here, right? We got bridges collapsing, right? We got people losing jobs. And the medical field is in trouble. Technology is in trouble. Listen to me. Trucking company is in trouble. Everything you name, they are replacing this situation and preparing for a new way. So Russia says, since this been a secret in society, let me just go ahead and put this out there because this is what we've been believing. See, Russia was playing the system, right, for money, goods, and everything. But now they made their mind up, baby. They don't care about nothing else but the truth. So they're exposing it. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. But I'm telling you that those artworks and those paintings has been verified as the original, never been tampered with. And those people have been wearing these faces, right? Jesus Christ, black faces on the uniform, right? It's showing the same exact images of what we show as a Jesus Christ over here, as a black man over there. They're saying that the paintings that we know to be over here in the Western brain cells was copied from the original painting. See, listen to me, my people. You ain't got to believe in God. That's up to you. But I tell you this, somebody somewhere out there woke you up this morning. And you ain't got to want to hear my red pill, but I'm telling you, all this stuff you see going on today, it is designed this way. So we are coming to the awakening of the truth and the natural. Listen to me, people. Many won't like this, and that's okay. Because, see, my job is to report the truth and tell the world what it is. I got to stand on business, right? For black, white, I don't care if you're green or purple. This is the fact, though, right? So whether you believe they're true, telling the truth, or they just lying, they're just trying to, I don't care about that. It's too many different paintings in that form of black people. You see? Where they come from? Make it make sense, people. Let's go. We got to make it make sense. Because if we don't make it make sense, well, damn, who gonna make it? Baby.
Staff will also supervise the artwork during its stay. Bureau Report, we on. World is one.
We are one. Listen to the people. Wyoming, baby. Hey, Wyoming. Listen, now I look at the world news. I'm bringing it to you straight. All right. We talk about the things over here. Got us disturbed. Right? Is it true? We got to make it make sense. All of a sudden they're dropping this out. Why? Because do Putin and them believe that the end is coming soon? Well, are we facing a nuclear war? Right? Listen to me, people. Russia and China ain't no joke. I don't care if we got more bombs, more this, more that. Are we ready for somebody that's ready to put their life on the line? Are we ready? Because, you know, I watch some videos over here with the mentality of how we look at things over here, right? I can't go to war, but don't you know China is over there preparing their youth, teaching them, raising them to prepare for war for a day? Don't you know China is the second biggest, like, in the world? Look at the tick, number one. There will be a war. Russia and China is together. People, listen to me. They're exposing everything. Cat Williams opened it up over here, and now the world is opening it up to everything else. We are living in those days. People, listen to me. We got to make it all make sense. You see, showing Jesus as a black man in a white country means everything. You see, listen to me, people, make it make sense, right? Putin's keeping the church on his side, putting it all out there, and the church supporting this in Russia. Y'all ain't listening. I need you to understand this right here. For those who thought about this and said this to me before, right? Well, here you go. Whether you believe it or not, it's a religious war. Are we ready to die? Are you? Listen to me, people. Are you ready to put your life on the line for your beliefs? Because we know they are ready for that. You see, I looked at a video, people. Let me explain something to you. Why am I worried? Why you say, listen to me, people? We got so many people over here. I watched the video and they was talking about, wait, listen to me. How you gonna just make me go to war? I'm not ready to go to war. I'm on this here. It's my anxiety. We have prepared people over here for medication and excuses. What? Listen to me, people. Right? Those people is ready for war, and they preparing themselves for war. We are over there in the Red Sea with our Marines, warships, and everything. The world is not talking about this, but Russia just came out to expose that to make sure they divide up the line from us over here and the people over there. This is a clear indication. Russia is saying to American people that they've been lying to you the whole time. Now, whether you believe it or not, that's up to you, right? People believe in this, people believe in that. They have the right to believe in what they want to believe in. But my job is to bring it to your front door. Because if somebody's willing to speak this way and publicize this in the whole world, create a museum to let it all out, not just some pictures, the whole situation. You got that? Is he lying? What you say, Sancho? The funny part is that it ain't new to them. And that's the point. So I don't want you to take this and say, oh, they're just doing this. Listen to me. It's not new to them. Okay? They've been doing this. Now they're just exposing it. See, the internet will be the fall of the lies. I'm telling you, welcome to the morning show. The internet is going to be the fall of the lies. Listen to me, people. 2024 is more than just exposing people over here. It's exposing religion. You see? Everything that we thought about is under attack. People, wake up. Earthquakes all over, ships and bridges collapsing. What? Replacing us at Walmart? They got more self-checkout jobs than anything. Where's the help? We go to Walmart today, people. Listen to me. We go to Walmart today. We need to be giving them a $10.99. We check out our own stuff. So we go to the store, get charged, overcharged. Listen to me. And then we get in line and pay for all our stuff. And check our own self out. This is the way of life. Listen, people, whatever you knew of, it is coming to an end. And I don't care what nobody tell you. It's happening right in front of your face. We got to make it make sense. Hashtag Western Brain Cells. They've been selling this for a while. You see? Hashtag the West is in trouble. We have problems bigger than you think. This inflation ain't going nowhere no time soon. Listen to me. When they start trading, listen, the American dollar is under attack. I'm giving you the world news, not this shit that they tell you they want you to believe in. I don't care about Diddy and all this things that he going on. It's cool to bring that to you, but I want to talk about the bigger picture. You see, I want you to focus on the things that's really about to affect your life, even worse than what it is already. You got that? When the medical field laying people off, tech laying people off, housing markets is crazy, car industry is crazy. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? The things that we stood on business on is under attack. That's because the world is about to change, Craig. It's happening. Now, religion? Boy. All the things that we knew, they are coming to an end. Listen to me, people. Hashtag Putin hit America like Abraham Lincoln hit the South. He is freeing our people from the colonizing beliefs. You see, there's so many movies. And see, one thing about education, it's going to place and divide. Because the biggest, listen to me, people, the biggest lie in America, all right, listen to me, people, when it comes to religion, right, that the devil ever did, is to make you believe that he don't exist. But he do. Because for those who believe in the Bible, God cast him out into the world. It's the world we living in. You got that? Is it possible that this is hell right now? Have you ever thought about that? Listen to me, my people. Listen, if you believe in it, you got to believe in it. Not some of it, all of it. You see? Let's make it make sense, people. Boy, the awakening is here. I just showed you how the world from other places look at this and idolize a black Jesus. This is not just new. They're just exposing it to us now because I guess they were trying to keep these ties with America in check. So when they don't attack their religion. But now they don't care. And why would you not care, Margaret Pill? Why all of a sudden they don't care? I tell you why. Because war is coming. And what we see today, we ain't ready. We got too many young men over here complaining about the things, antidepressants. They can't make us do this. They can't make us do that. Those people are preparing from birth, raising kids to be this way. You see, they give their life for what they believe in. Do you? Do you? Listen to me, my people. I got to keep it 100 with you, right? Do you believe? Do you walk that walk? Because when it come time to show up, when the people been preparing for, are you ready to go? Yeah. Process that. Because I don't want you to think that Russia showed this and ready and is not ready for a backlash. Boy, you're crazy. Welcome to the morning show. There's up and it's stuck, and I need you to pay attention because this is our new world. You got that? The awakening is here. China started at 13. They start at 13 preparing their boys for war. Yes? Yeah. Got to talk about it. I need you to wake up. It's here. The time is here. People, it's happening all over. So when you start attacking the heart of the U.S., which is religion, you got that? And when you start attacking the foundation, the thing that actually tells us to actually live a certain type of way, I promise you, they're ready. They're ready to take it to the next step. They're ready. Listen to my people. It's Monday, my people. I need y'all what to spread the word. Redd Hot Newz, my people. Shut a lie. Make it make sense. Listen to me. I'm going to cut this video and we're going to chop it up. We're not going to run from what it is. If I could talk about how women is and how men is, I'm going to talk about how the world is, Craig. We ain't running from nothing because I need the truth to be here. It don't matter if you believe it or not, but it's my job to put it in front of you, all right, and match up your Bible to what he's showing. And if it don't make sense, don't believe it. But people believe in a whole lot of things, like the mental masturbation we got going over here in the Western brain cells, right? Well, we always against each other. You believe that's the way of life. Why? Because somebody told you that. But what they're showing you is just maybe. I need you to look at this. Just take a look at it and see if it's real. You got that? That's the word we're looking at, baby. It's Monday. You know what it is, people. Listen to me. No American is preparing for a race war because no, America is preparing for a race war over here. You see? Because they know the truth, what's coming out. Now the world, as they knew it, is crumbling. And if once you attack religion, that's the source that pushes us, that keeps us going forward. You got that? Right? And with Russia saying that Jesus is a black man, the original Jew. Yes, that's what they're saying. And is. I'm telling you now. They're not just saying it, they're showing it. Take a look at it. I need you to start educating yourself on all levels, even down to the Quran. I'm telling people that you need to start paying attention because if your life ain't matching up and it ain't working a certain type of way, that's because we probably been operating falsely. We got to make it make sense. Is it just that? Or is this the world crumbling? Is there a God? I'm here to tell you there is, right? So whether you believe it or not, when you wake up every day, you're getting reminded all the time. You see? We got to make it make sense, people, right? Internet is the fall of lies. The scariest thing in America to a whole lot of people over here is when you attack religion, the structure that was designed for us to follow. But yet, it's the #1 book sold, but it's the least one that can be followed. I need that shit to make sense. What is the narrative? I'm just saying, people. I've been showing you pictures and everything of everybody. Make it make sense, people. Let's go, people. We got the, hey, baby, Margaret, keeping it 100. Let's go.
To go see Monday's total eclipse. Millions are packing into town.
Now you got the eclipse coming, people. But before we do that, let's make this shit make sense, people. Right? I want to show you something. You see? I need you to comprehend what Margaret is saying. Right? This world we live in today. All right? Let's go.
A new report overnight says the United States is now on high alert for.
High alert. There we go. What I told you. U.S. on high alert from Iran threatens in the region after Israel strikes in Syria. You got that? They're not telling you all this shit. Right? We've been having so many briefs, like hacks. China been hacking us for so long. Boy, let's go.
An Iran threat in the Middle East. This comes in response to Israel's strike on the Iranian embassy or consulate in Syria. Our own Peter Ducey asked the White House about it.
Did the CIA warn Israel, or did President Biden warn Netanyahu today about an Iranian plan to attack inside Israel within 48 hours?
I'm not going to talk about intelligence matters, Peter. I think you can understand. But they did talk about a very public and very viable, real threat by Iran to Israel's security. And
let's bring in former Green Beret and leader of Task Force Pineapple. You know him and love him, Lieutenant Colonel Scott Mann. Scott, thanks for being here.
Hey, Pete.
Great to see you. And we're going to get to a project you're doing here in the New York City area in a moment. But first, what do you make of how this is playing out in the Middle East right now?
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised by it. If you look at how Iran has behaved over the decades, really, towards the United States, I mean, this is no surprise at all that we should be on alert from this. I think what I'm more concerned about is how the administration and how our government is actually addressing it, you know, scrambling.
See, what nobody's telling you, baby, that them people's getting bombed every day. Let's make it make sense, people. And we supply the missiles. Now, listen to me. Whether I believe they should or not, that's irrelevant. But what I'm telling you is what's happening. It's not about my beliefs. It's about me giving you information that's out here, and I'm not going to run from it. You got that? I don't care about what you believe, because other people have different beliefs and different gods. I'm just asking a question. What makes you think your belief is more important than other people believe? This is what I'm trying to tell you, people. Who's right? Who's wrong? See, that's it. Right? How your God is more important than theirs. These people is willing to die, pass away for what's right for them. We are facing trying times. Take a look at this, bro. The U.S. now, right? We on high alert. Is the world telling you we on high alert? No, they're not. It ain't.
To assure Iran that we weren't part of the attack and trying to actually distance ourselves from, you know, one of the greatest partners that we have in.
But you can't distance yourself. Make it make sense because you are applying. Oh my goodness, people. See, those people know you're giving them weapons. You see? We are tied to Israel. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm not saying we should. I am telling you, you can't distance yourself and giving weapons to them. Make it make sense. How you going to distance yourself? What?
The world in dealing with terrorism. And that's what I worry more about than anything else is over the last couple of years, we've really demonstrated this systemic abandonment of our partners when it matters the most. And that's gonna manifest and come home to roost at some point.
Certainly what it feels like. By the way, have you followed the ground operations at all in Gaza? I mean, the way in which the Israeli military has attempted to safeguard civilians. I know they haven't been perfect, but
absolutely,
they're trying.
Yeah, they are, and I really, war is an ugly, messy thing, and certainly anytime civilians are killed, it's awful. And having seen that firsthand in Afghanistan, I can say that. But they are attempting, I think, to strike in a matter within the law of land warfare, as opposed to rolling in on October 7th and taking hostages and then holding those hostages in horrific conditions.
And I agree. You should have never took them hostages. But listen to me, people. Right? And they don't want to let them go. Now, why would these people not want to let the hostages go? But they want to have talks about peace. How can we have talks about peace? Do they really want peace? Make it make sense, because the other people over there is supporting Hamas, giving them weapons. Well, I mean, I guess that's what they're supposed to do, right? We are giving Israel, we are giving Ukraine weapons. Just saying, people. Let's go. Open your mind.
And so I do believe that there is an attempt to do that. And if you look at what happened with the strike in Afghanistan following the Abbey Gate explosion, our government killed 10 innocent people in a very similar thing. War is ugly.
Well, and then you look at the condemnation.
But 10 is different from like 30,000 people.
From this administration of that strike on aid workers in Gaza, and then they wanted to wash their hands.
Yeah, the duplicity is terrible.
It's amazing. And that's part of what vets have to shoulder, and part of why you've written a play that has been on tour for years now, but it's coming to New York City. Tell us about your project.
Yeah, actually, when I was watching your last segment, The War on Warriors, it really struck a chord with me, because it is a play called Last Out, Elegy of a Green Beret. I wrote it about 6 years ago. And I wrote it because it seemed like Americans were just turning the page on the longest war in our history. And our veterans were starting to ask themselves, did it even matter? So I wrote this play, Last Out, Elegy of a Green Beret, to inform and educate Americans and politicians, while also validating for the military community those who lived it, so that they could see their story on stage and then cast.
So they don't be forgotten. You know how many veterans go over? I'm going to talk about this right now. Yep, I know a few. I know several who came back still today is struggling to live, where they got missing limbs. You see? Are we doing right by these veterans? You see? Oh, y'all better listen to what I'm saying.
With all veterans and military family members, and then to complete my midlife crisis, learned how to act at age 50.
And it was a real problem. I mean, acting's not easy.
No, not at all.
Listen to me, my people. My point I'm making to y'all is this here. Right? We're trying to distance ourselves from Israel. I'm bringing you things that the world is not talking about like that. No, they're not. You may see it here, may see it there, but it's not all over. Right? We got this Diddy shit going on. Right? Got us focused on this here, when we got a huge problem over here. Right? Well, people is letting us know for sure what they believe, that our world we live in is built on a lie. And they're not the only people. They got people over here believe our world, Christianity, is built on a lie. Now, whether you believe it or not, you see, I'm asking you to pay attention. If you think all this is happening just because it's coincidental, you're retarded. There's always something in the making that we don't know. So whatever's going on, Sean Diddy come home, and all this crazy stuff that's going on about who he was with and who he wasn't. Is he straight? Is he gay? Listen to me, people. I don't care about that. I need you to start focusing on the shit that really matters. That's about to affect your whole life, your whole existence. People, Iran has warned us. That's right. So they're not talking about this. And that's why I showed you Taiwan. Because Taiwan is right across from China. And China and Russia is on the same game. You got that? I don't care what nobody say. I need you to start paying attention. We got ships in the water, right, to protect Taiwan. Taiwan mysteriously had an earthquake. I mean, a major one. Then we had an earthquake over here in New Jersey. I mean, a big one, right? Ships collapsing. Everything high. American dollar, what it is, hashtag American dollar is under attack. Why? Because they are trying to right now and doing trading in the yen and the ruby. I need you to get it. The American dollar is our power. Boy, welcome to the morning show. We are not backed by gold and all that. We ain't got all that no more. That's a lie. Remember them people were suing a few years ago? Right? Yes. They don't have that. We're printing trees. That's why the American, listen to me, that's why the 97,000, that's the new middle class. That ain't no middle class. It is over for the middle class. You got that? Life today, my people, is going to be strictly about survival. And if you think they ain't putting it in place, why you think the migrants is coming in droves? They are designed to take the low-wage jobs. That's it. For those who don't want work, they're finding a way to get you out the way. You got that? Welcome to the morning show. And for those who don't know, let me explain something to you also. I hope you pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, right? We ourselves as people, our population, African American people, is 13% in some change. That's right. Do you know what the Spanish is? 19. Bam! I done told you everything. Let me say it again, people. The people that came over after us, baby, welcome to the morning show. They have a more bigger stake today than us. That's it. Because we ain't working together. But we gonna fall together, though. I promise you. The individual mentality that we seek out here in society is coming to an end. If you don't learn how to work together, right, while the world is choosing a side, who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you really? What are you standing for every day? There's going to come a time, people, and that time is near. We got to make it make sense, people. I'm just telling you right now, we're worrying about the solar eclipse. I'm not knocking that. I need you to start focusing on the shit that's going to affect you, right? How the barges at the docks ain't coming in the same way. How these truck drivers, right, have got days off today because the money ain't the same, right? You can make $100 grand. I can give you the study. 70%. 6 figures included. Paycheck to paycheck. Because 6 figures today is equivalent to 50K. I done told you everything. So if you thinking that you about to come up, I suggest you buckle down and save up. Because the world today that you know of, how it was operating before, it's over. And religion is under attack. And everything else. So the world got you focusing on some P. Diddy scandal. I need you to start focusing on your life scandal. Welcome to the morning show, people. This is what I'm talking about. We're not about to play these games no more, right? This is sports and culture, right? American dollars under attack. Let's make it make sense. Hashtag focus on the big picture, my people. Right? People perish for the lack of knowledge. I'm telling you, prepare yourself for the knowledge. You got that? I don't care what you say. The world is changing right in front of your eyes. Hashtag people. What? It's up and it's stuck. I need you to process the world that we live in. Because if you keep on worrying about the shit that don't have nothing to do with you living, those people got their life. Then they're going to be all right. But I want you to focus on this right here. Because this is going to have a direct effect on your life. And the world is not giving you this news like this here. And we ain't searching out to get the information. I'm going to bring it straight to you. We got the what? Shit, make it make sense. Hashtag wake up, Black America. It's here. You know what I'm saying? The mental masturbation. Listen to me, my people. That's when you're screwing your own mind. If it don't make sense, 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. I don't get 6 out of it. We're not multiplying. I'm just adding. You see? We ain't dividing and subtracting. Come on in the different formulas to sell a narrative. I want you to start looking at what it is and not what people is telling you. Because you need to open your eyes up. Because it's really going down outside of here. It's going down in this side here too. China been, listen to me, they've been coming through our defense, breaking in us. Listen to me. Web, they've been attacking us. You see? They've been attacking us. Yes. In the cyber world. Yeah. We got a lot of cyber attacks that happening every day. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. You know, we got to start understanding what's really going on. This is the power structure. It's a struggle. Who gonna be the next one with the power? Are you ready to go to war for your country? Talking about antidepressants and all that. I should have showed that video. We ain't prepared and we ain't ready. You got that? Now the military over here is strong. I'm not saying it ain't, but it's gonna take everything. But how long? How long it's gonna go on before we actually become part of the full-blown out war? I want you to process it, people. It is soon. Because once the American dollar is under attack, we don't have nothing else to stand on. And we got China over here in Africa putting stakes and buying everything. And now the Nigerians want us out. You see that? We are losing ground, people. I don't want you to get it confused, right? Pay attention, people. Religion wants to bind that Black American held in America for America. We led our families by a white God now to see the biggest lie in that he is Black. My. They got so many people believe that this here was a matter of time. But if you follow the Bible and believe in it, people, it told us this. Listen to me, people. There's no need to lie to yourself because what's happening in front of you, you can't even explain this shit. And that lets me let you know you need to start believing in something because somewhere out there, people, change is coming. And it's not going to help. It's going to be a painful experience at first. But you got to tear down the old and come in with the new. And this is what the world is preparing us for. We used to help people who just didn't want to work. Now having a job and getting a job and actually keeping a job is a job within itself. People, welcome to the morning show. People, welcome to the morning show. What? And we got the eclipse coming on, people. We're going to talk about that. But I need you to understand this, my people. This is our reality, people. Okay? Let's go.
Towns and cities in its path, braving traffic, crowded airports, and paying out of this world prices to see it all unfold. Priscilla Thompson has this latest from Dallas along the path of totality.
By air and on the roads, towns along the eclipse path are bracing for millions of tourists from around the world.
I'm really excited.
We're excited.
Excited, yeah. It's a really rare opportunity.
All for a chance to catch Monday's rare glimpse of the sun, moon, and earth aligning.
The eclipse is happening today. For those who don't know that, who don't pay attention to the news, I understand. Because it seems like it's always the same shit. I got it. That's why I'm on Red Pep bringing you things that I know they're not showing you. Why? Because even those waves is pushing the narrative. Why? They get paid to. You got that.
Plunging parts of the U.S. along the path of totality into total darkness for minutes.
It's like Christmas time, so we're ready for it. We're ready for our passengers.
A show of hands revealed almost every passenger on board this plane to Arkansas came for the eclipse. And how about this for a path of totality? This map showing Airbnb bookings almost totally sold out from Texas to New England. The same goes for car rentals, and Uber is reporting a nearly 300%
increase for eclipse. Yep, this is what we focus on. Let's go.
An increase in pre-booked rides on Monday.
We expect 1 million or more people. That's going to mean a substantial increase in traffic volume.
Officials in Texas are pausing road construction and urging residents to avoid non-essential travel. Some counties in the state even declaring a state of emergency.
We don't know what to expect. We've had Texas FEMA come and talk to us about filling up with gas, getting your bread, your milk, your eggs.
Advice they're giving in case people get stuck in traffic like this from the last eclipse in 2017, when congestion in some areas lasted more than 10 hours. A small price to pay, some say. for a once-in-a-generation sight that likely won't happen again in the U.S. for another 20 years.
20
Priscilla, we know we shouldn't look directly at the eclipse without those cool glasses, but what about taking a picture of it?
Yeah, Jose, much like your eyes, pointing your camera lens directly at the sun on your phone can be dangerous. Experts recommend using a filter like a spare pair of eclipse glasses and placing them over the lens before snapping that perfect shot. Jose?
Priscilla Thompson in Dallas, thank you. And let's turn right to meteorologist Bill Cairns. Bill, so much focus on the weather the next couple of days.
It's all about the clouds, Jose. Millions want to get into the totality, the complete darkness in the middle of the eclipse. Austin still looks very cloudy for a lot of Texas. Dallas, kind of a flip of a coin. At least you have a chance. Little Rock's seeing an improving forecast for clearing skies. Looks great. Indianapolis, Cleveland, going to be cloudy all day and then clearing right as the eclipse is about to happen. So fingers crossed for you. Buffalo does not look great for Western New York. In northern New England, get ready. All these small New England towns with clear skies, get ready for thousands of people heading your way Monday.
Bill Cairns, thank you very much. And we will have complete coverage of Monday's total eclipse right here, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Monday.
Listen to me, my people. What you say, Chantrell? Like Christmas, birth of what? A new day. Many believe this is part of the apocalypse. They do. Yeah. Let me explain something to you, my people. This is beautiful. Go take a look at it. Yeah, the eclipse. Fox News, White House. Beautiful. Hashtag honor our veterans. I got friends that's veterans who are struggling to make ends meet today. You got that? Yeah. Just the thing we need to be talking about, but it's okay, right? Diddy is a distraction. You know, people believe this. You know, well, Margaret, but why is Diddy a distraction? But if you don't know, he's not a billionaire no more. Oh, they took him off that list. Baby, welcome to the morning show. For everybody that you knew to be what they are under attack. And if you don't think it's going to happen, they're trying to hit them. With trafficking. You got that? What it is? Ooh, it is not coincidental. No, it's not, baby. It is not. We got to make it make sense. You see? Let's go. Hashtag focus on what matters. Listen, people, I need you to start giving the same energy to your understanding. Because the world we're living in today is falling apart right in front of your eyes. This is not no host. I don't believe in crazy shit. What I'm giving you is things that people are operating with. Listen, whether you believe it or not, I need you to know it exists. You see? Hashtag what it is, migrants are the new hell. And I'm telling you what it is. They're here to stay. You see? Let me explain something to you, my people. I say 13% of America, African American, that's the percentage of us here. Spanish, that right now, 19%. Yeah, we have been surpassed. We worry about the things that don't matter in life. We need to start paying attention to what matters. But now the new help is here. And those numbers going to keep on separating us because we focus on the things that don't have value. And we're not paying attention to what's really happening to us in our life today. I know a lot of people won't like this live, but I need you to understand I don't give a damn. Because what I'm here to do is tell you what it is, all right? And it's up to you to decide. Listen to me. Hashtag buckle down and save up. Because religion also is under attack. People, we got to make it make sense. I don't care about what Diddy got going on. You see? Einstein, listen to me, people. They've been had this scandal before with Oprah. People, they had a lot of people say a lot of things, allegedly. But now you're starting to see this shit just fall out. That allegedly is starting to become true in a lot of situations. Now, is Diddy guilty? Maybe, maybe not. But all this press that he's getting, and we had a lot of other people in high places doing the same shit that Diddy was doing, if you want to say that. right? People with money, listen to me, we have a tendency of believing that our money is our savior today. I done told you everything. But once they realize it's too late, because your money cannot save you when it's time to re-up and change the way of life. You will be the first one they take down. And I'm telling you this. So if you thinking out here you got millions, people, I need you to start processing that money you have. If you got 30 million, 20 million, 10 million in the bank, today is equivalent to 5 million. You got that? Boy, people ain't that rich no more. She hashtag people perish for the lack of knowledge. My job is give this to you, inform you on what it is or what it ain't. But what I'm gonna do is make sure I always put it in front of you. It's your choice to believe. Just like people believe in atheists. People believe in this, people believe in that, Buddhism. People believe in a lot of things. You could just go ahead and add this to your list. Black Jesus. Do you believe in it? Yes, we doing that. Right? Right? People believe in the white Jesus. It's okay. That's what it is. That's what it is. We just add this here too. Right? Listen to me, my people. Who gonna take Diddy in once he broke again? He's no longer on the billionaire list. For those who did not know. Yes, that's dead. Yeah. Hey, historical scholars, eclipse. Listen, man, watch the eclipse. That's a beautiful thing. But once you come back off of your high, I need you to get on the high of life. Because what we're facing in life today is detrimental to your child and everything that you know. We got to start focusing on the thing. Let me give you my closing argument, my baby. Like Christmas. Baby, ain't no presents coming out of that situation. I'm so happy in 20 years and next 20 years it'll come back again. But our world we know today, we won't even identify it in 20 years. Listen, you know what? A friend of mine told me something today. We talk every morning about life and what's going on. He said, you know what? You know, Margaret Bell? I said, what's down? He said, boy, I went to rallies. I said, rallies? They talking about rallies for, boy. But rally Friday rolling. See, I understand. But dude, when I got there, right now, I heard this Friday, right? But he told me when I got to the intercom to actually place my order, there was an AI talking to him. Not even a human being no more. But then I'm like, damn, that's crazy, bro. They just repeating it all back. Yeah. They asking questions. Yep. Then this morning, I'm on the phone talking to somebody else. They bring up the same situation. So if you think this ain't designed to replace you, you're crazy. I'm telling you now, the world we live in today, there's going to be a lot of replacement. The whole structure is about to change. The American dollar changing. Interest rates changing. We are fighting over here to maintain what we know. And I'm here to tell you right now, America letting the migrants in because maybe they know already where this is heading. For everybody out there on the live, thank y'all so much, my people. Listen to me. This is my Uncle Red Pill final thoughts. I need you to wake up and pay attention because we are fighting for our existence. And if you believe that I'm talking crazy, I want to start understanding that when they got proof out here, open your mind up to take a second to make it make sense. Whether you like it or not, the change is coming. For all my people out there, keep sending me them videos, them letters, them posts, baby, we can talk about it. I'll be back. You know why? You know why I'll be back? Because I got to make it make sense. And what we doing over here, we put a lot of sense in shit that don't make sense. I don't care no more, right? I worry about the American people. All colors, all race of life. You got that? Right? What are we doing? And how are we going to get out of this? We got a long ways to go. Because Iran just told us we need to be on high alert. Taiwan had an earthquake. China preparing Russia. But Ukraine, that's they backing. You see? And we're back in Israel. I understand. The world is divided. Not just over there, right here too. We push the narrative against women, against men. Yes, this is why we're going to fall. Because the new awakening must be done right. We are, listen to me, people, take it how you want. We are built on a faulty foundation. And it ain't stable. You got that? We're going to talk about the things that make sense. Because the things that don't is getting too much attention. And the things that do, we ain't getting enough of it. I need to start focusing on where your life is going to be. And slow down your spinning tremendously. Because the job you have today, it ain't promised tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, you're not safe in America. I got cousins who driving trucks. That money ain't the same. I got friends who had multiple trucks. That money ain't the same. You see? So once your whole infrastructure is getting under attack. It's the dollar, people. Shit's going to keep getting higher. So if you got any land, I suggest you start growing. That's it. Yep. Like my boy Otis told me, big Cole, I'm stacking up on canned goods. I said, boy, what you doing? Take a look at it. I saw a whole room full of canned goods. He's preparing. Or you. Stop buying in to what you think this is going to be when they don't know themselves how it's going to work out to be. That's why we're going to have to go to war. Because that's the only way to give us some kind of clarity. China is fighting for #1 seed. And Russia is on the team. This, my people, we are divided all across the globe, including in the Western brain cells. In our homes, fathers ain't there. Boy, welcome to the morning show, people. We got to what? Wake up and pay attention. The world we know, religion under attack, the dollar under attack, our infrastructure under attack, our allies under attack. We're supporting them under attack. Now, Iran threatened us and let us know, baby, you are under attack soon. I need you to pay attention. This is no joke. This ain't no scary host. I could care less about that shit. I'm bringing you something that the world is not telling you because they're making it all be about the shit that don't have nothing to do with our existence. We are about to listen to me, people. We are going to go through change and a whole lot of pain because it took so long to get here. So we're going to take a little while to stay in it until it changes. Are you ready to change? Are you ready to put your life on the line for your country? Because I'm telling you right now, when they start attacking religion, they're tearing down your core and letting you know the lies we have told the people. Thank everybody out there for the lie, people. Listen to me. Margaret Red Pill keeping it 100. Whether you believe it or not, hypothetical, whatever, that's your choice, right? Well, my job in society is to keep it 100 among all races. Right? And information, that's what I want to bring to you. I'm not here to tell you nothing different. I don't care about this or that. I love people and not for the color of their skin. I love a person for their spirit, for their energy, for their mindset, for the things of loving people because people are people. And if you ain't in that world, exposure culture got your name written all over it. So just keep it up. Your time is coming near. Like I said before, baby, welcome to the morning show. Cat Williams started the race off. And now the whole world is following suit. Every time we wake up now, my people, something new is getting exposed. You know why? Because the lies, they have to always come to the surface. Because in order to change something, you must tear it down. And what we doing today, they're attacking religion, Black Jesus. They got the proof. Russia putting it up. Run this back. There's no need to lie to nobody no more. Whether you believe it or not, that's your choice. But I'm telling you, the description in your Bible confirms what Russia is saying. Don't care what nobody see. You see? So now you don't believe it? Make your mind up, people. Somebody somewhere got to say it. Well, I guess my Uncle Red Pill gonna say it. You see, I want to see how many other people stand on this, right? With their bigger platforms, speaking about what things is and what they ain't. Whether you believe it or not, I'm just here to put the information out there. Why don't you put this into your mental while we out here worrying about Diddy and all this crazy shit that going on? The world is falling apart right underneath our feet. And we worrying about the things in life that won't help us tomorrow. And we call that Christmas, like an eclipse. I'm not knocking, go and watch it. But your life today is under attack. What you know of, it won't be the same shortly. Everything that we know today is under attack. Thank everybody, my people. Listen to me, people. My job to make it make sense. Your job to listen or don't. That's your choice. But I can tell you this, what we won't say is our world ain't changing. Now that, my people, we ain't gonna do that shit. Welcome to the morning show. Thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate it. I'm gonna chop this up. My people over there in Rumble, I appreciate y'all. My people on YouTube, I see y'all there. I appreciate you too. Tell a friend. Let's keep it 100, right? Hit the subscribe button. We trying to grow this thing to be something of importance, right? We're not in the business of lying, right? We're in the business of giving information. Whether you want to accept it or not, it will be readily available for you to comprehend and understand. You can knock it, you can agree with it. That's your choice. But what I won't do is not present it to you. Thank everybody for coming out live, baby. Like my Uncle Red Pill said, what he say? What he say? Huh? Welcome to the morning show. Hey, to the morning show, baby. People, please enjoy yourself today and go out and check out the eclipse. But I want you to focus on what's more important once the eclipse is gone. Thank y'all. Keep y'all, baby. Let God keep you. You see? Because that's what we need to be talking about. Where we going after this here? Thank y'all for coming out, baby. Waka, waka, waka.